Well, we've been talking a lot about UFC, and I was just curious, since you're a guy, who's a professional athlete. My guess is that you probably like UFC. Do you watch boxing? Do you watch UFC? And if so, how much do you like either one of them?
I'm not a big boxing fan. However, I have tuned into a few of Jake Paul's fights just to see what the fuss is about. I do watch UFC. I'm not like one of these guys that knows like every ranking of every guy and some of the. I'm not hardcore, but I do like it. One of my good friends here in town is a wrestling coach, and he's really good friends with Daniel Cormier, and so we watch it sometimes together. But yeah, so I like it. I'm not like I said, I'm not crazy about it like some people are, but I enjoy it.
Are you paying for the Jake Paul fight, or do you have some ability? I'm just curious because I respect what Jake Paul has done. I'd like to see him fight a guy his own age that's a boxer, not a MMA guy that can't use his feet.
50 years old.
Do you pay for that?
I don't pay for it. No, I usually go over to somebody's house and let them pay for it. I do pay for the UFC. I do not pay for the Jake Paul.
I thought Cal was accusing you of going to an illegal stream on the internet and trying to hack into it.
No, going to a buddy's house and watching.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
That's all.
This is the Cardinals bench coach.
Yeah, you got to cover your tracks.
Yeah.
You let somebody else hack into it, and then you go watch it at their house.
And have no knowledge of any hacking that's gone on.
I had no idea.
Yeah,
no
Nate
idea.
does. Hey, do you put your I bragged about it's not even Thanksgiving yet, but in the Jansen household, it's Christmas out the wazoo. Me and the wife did that over the weekend. When do you start putting your Christmas decorations up? Are you big into that?
My wife's huge into it. I'm surprised it's not up yet, but we've been super busy lately. So I imagine anytime, probably pretty soon, the Christmas stuff will start to come out and then start to go up. So it's a festive. It'll be festive around here. This will be the first Christmas in our new house, so. Imagine that we'll probably have some lights put up outside. So I imagine soon it'll get real Christmassy around here.
Wait, so you have lights put up? You're not out there on the ladder like Clark Griswold?
Oh, no. You got to know yourself. You know your limitations. That's part of this life, is to know what you can and can't do well, and then you weigh the risk and reward. And then you decide whether or not financially it's worth it to have somebody else do it. And I've decided financially it's worth it to have somebody else put lights on the house.
So, Matt, now that you are the Cardinals bench coach, tell us off-season, what does this entail for the next several months, 2-3 months before you head down for spring training?
That's a great question, Charlie. That's a great question. I'm not sure. No, I'm planning on after Thanksgiving coming up to St. Louis for a day or 2 days to sit down with Ollie and some of the staff and Mo and Gersh and I think a couple other guys, and kind of go through some stuff and start looking at some stuff as we head towards spring training. So I'll know more about what all that looks like next week sometime, probably after Thanksgiving.
I look at sometimes the Cardinals' moves from a selfish perspective. Like, I'm not going to lie. I lobbied everyone, for you to get this job. Yeah. So I'm not saying you owe me anything. Mm-hmm. But anyway, so you get the job, and I'm happy because I think you're a fun guy. I think you know baseball. You'll help the team. It's going to be fun from a media position.
You think I'm a mushroom? Is that what you said?
No, I think you're fun, not fungible. A fungi. No, fun.
You call him a mushroom?
All right, maybe not that fun.
He also thinks you know baseball. So for Cat,
okay, go ahead.
So it's all good, but I try not to share like private texts and everything, because if you start telling tales, people aren't going to talk to you. But I got a text from Ollie when you were hired. Mm-hmm. And the text said, your job just got a lot harder. Now,
Yes.
with Ollie, he does give them, the media that's around there a little freedom. Skip tried to be the hard guy, but deep down he was a softie, great guy. And he was only kidding around when he busted your chops. My question is, going forward, are you going to do everything within your power to limit my access?
I talked to Bartow already, and I've decided to come on board as sort of his security liaison for the riffraff that try to get in there and distract the players when there's no need for distraction. So I'm just going to limit access where I see fit, and typically you're the guy that will be limited on access for dumb questions. So I don't know if that makes your job harder or easier. I think knowing going in, Jim, it allows you to be ahead of the game and not try. So I would just hang out in that little room out there past Ollie's office, and then you could maybe text me and I'll tell you yes or no. And then if I see it worthy, I'll send them out to that little room, and you could just save the time on the rest of it.
Maybe I have it wrong, but I always felt like I was a media guy that was a positive influence in the clubhouse. Now, you were in there for many years with me. Did you see it differently? And if so, that's going to hurt my feelings a lot.
I don't know, Jim. I think self-awareness is key. I think, I just want to make sure the guys aren't distracted, and there's not too many requests. And so this isn't a personal attack. This is just a general job that I want to help out with.
So, Matt, I asked you this last week, but you're in the airport. We appreciate you coming on, by the way.
Man, that was
that was cool.
And you only had a couple minutes, so we get it. But I'd like to ask this now in a more formal setting where you really have time to answer and give us your thoughts, because I know that a bench coach, that the day-to-day, it's long hours, but still, let's say at 9:30 on a given Monday, could you carve away 15 to 20 minutes for a pretty darn good radio show still?
Well, it depends. It depends. Not every Monday was created equally.
That's true.
So, it's going to be hit or miss. Whether depends on a lot of different things. It could be a lot of different places. So I'd say a traditional Monday, where I had a reasonable amount of sleep the night before and not trying to get home to spend an off day or anything like that, I could probably squeeze out a few minutes.
So one more follow-up.
That's a yes.
Once you're working, though, again, for the Cardinals, are you going to be more serious because you're representing the Cardinals?
I feel like I'm always serious. I think that sometimes calling out the fact that Jim called me a mushroom or, doing these things sometimes is just, I want to make sure that Jim stays in his lane. But I do have a responsibility now representing the Cardinals and again, and excuse me. So, I'll give you guys what I can. I can't give you the secrets of the organization now that I'm on the inside. So don't be asking me stupid questions. But for the most part, I think I can still come on.
Hey,
nice.
you got me excited though. I was on Twitter and I look at my DMs. And I'm like, Maddie DM'd me about sharing pictures on Instagram. I'm like, oh my God, wow, he really likes me.
You guys are friends.
We're friends. And then I realized you got hacked. So I just want everybody to know that that kind of.
No,
I got excited and then went away.
Out the back of my car, yeah. People were texting me, hey, I think you got hacked on Twitter, and they were sending it to me. I was like, no, I'm selling PS5s out the back of my trunk, trying to make a little bit extra money. What do you mean? I didn't get hacked. I was, times are tough. You need a PS5 or not? Yeah, the Twitter thing, that was tough. I still haven't got it back, so I've been just kind of Twitterless for a while here, so I don't know whether it's coming back my way. I think some of the staff that got hacked by Twitter are the people that used to help you recover Twitter, and so it's been a bit of a process. But I apologize to everyone out there that got direct message from my Twitter account. I actually am not selling PS5s out the back of my trunk.
So you don't want to hang out and share pictures? Okay, I get it.
I don't even know what that means.
I don't know either.
Yeah, not today.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I got good ones.
I'll let you know. Maybe I will send you a direct message if I ever get it back, though, just say, hey, what's up? So,
Okay, so Matt, I figured you weren't back on Twitter because we did not get your opinion and your take on just something that I think you're going to love. And I attached you to this on Twitter, but since you're not into your account, I don't think you saw it. Are you aware of what happened last Thursday night where Jim Hayes, your best friend, was playing catch with his son Tyler? Jim either wasn't looking or Tyler threw the ball too hard from a very short distance. Your buddy Jim has the biggest black eye you've ever seen. He has a huge shiner on his left eye. You have to see this thing.
I'll text him right now.
What, Jim? Are you serious?
Yes.
Could you just not get the glove up in time? What happened?
So I'll be honest with you. We just started, so I had just flipped him the ball like a little pop-up, right? And here, I'll send you
Just
a
text
picture.
him right now so he can see it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maddie,
This is amazing.
it looks bad, really bad. And it's getting worse, I think. It's the whole side of his face.
You said it was getting better.
No, but then I looked at it and I'm like, no, it's your cheek's sinking down again.
So
Hey, do you have security cameras? Is there any way that anybody in your neighborhood caught this on video? I mean, is there any chance?
it's possible. We went to the little park in our community, and the house is across the street. So, so I had just flipped him like a little pop-up, and he catches it. I'm wearing a catcher's glove, not a real glove, you know, and because he blows up my hand. But usually, if we're just getting, I'll use a big glove and so he's not even like pitcher's mound distance away, and I'm not barely paying attention because I just flipped him. Next thing I look up, bam, right in the cheek. And it was hard. And because you know this, I'm tough. I didn't go down.
Yeah.
But, and I was like, why did you throw it so hard? I didn't throw it that hard, Dad. You didn't get your glove up, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, all right. And then, so I can see it starting to swell out of the corner of my eye. My kid goes, Dad, it's not that bad. I can throw. And so I go, no, I can see it. So I go to my car to look at my reflection, and it was already swollen 6 feet off my face. So I was like, we're going home. And then my wife goes, you should go to the ER. And I go, let me see if it heals. So I thought it was healing until Cam just said it looks like my face is caved in.
So this sounds like Sandlot, like the scene out of the Sandlot where your wife probably gave you a steak to put on your eye.
No, I use an ice pack. So did you get the picture?
Look at that thing.
Yes, please check your phone.
Look at that thing, dude.
It's worth it. It's worth it.
He's lucky he didn't get in the mouth, Maddie. You know?
Look at that. He must have...
Look at that thing.
That's amazing. Again, Jim, if I just had a video of that, I would really like it. So, maybe you should check around, see if any security in the area caught this go down. But that's amazing. It might be time to have somebody else play catch for your son. I think he's outgrown your skills.
No, I just wasn't ready. We just got there, and all of a sudden he uncorks a fastball. He's 13.
Yeah. You got to be ready. You got to stay ready, Jim. Get your glove up.
Got to stay ready. Well, what's next on the agenda for you, Maddie? Like you get to chill and everything starts coming up pretty quick here, right?
Yeah, we're here, and then we're gonna just hang out. We may possibly try to pop down to Mexico for a little family vacation in December sometime, and then it all starts happening fast. Been training with Jackson and Ethan and making sure they're getting their weight training and baseball stuff in, so we're just enjoying the off season.
We're out in Mexico, by the way.
Well, a good friend of ours, Jaime Garcia, who pitched for the Cardinals, has a place down, I think it's close to Punta Mita, and then I think he wants us to go down there and use that. So
nice.
That's the tentative plan. I'm not sure 100%, but we're trying to figure out if we can sneak away for 4, 5, 6, 7 days.
Nice. Jaime was at the ballpark toward the end of the season. It was nice seeing him there.
Yeah.
Been a while.
Probably got a nice place down there.
Sure.
Well, Maddie, appreciate it, man. Yeah, go ahead and check that. I'll keep you updated on Jimmy's eye. It's not the best looking thing for a 59-year-old.
No, you don't.
Breaks my heart.
And don't forget, that offer still stands as you start making plans. We have a guest room. You're welcome to use it until you buy a mansion.
Jim said I could stay with him.
Yeah. Buy a
got
mansion
room, too.
down the street.
But The worst part of this eye thing is that it's in the off season. I just would have loved. I would have loved a Matt Holliday interview during the season with a big black eye. I would have loved to watch.
Maddie, the way he bruises, he'll probably still have a black eye whenever you interview him next.
I mean, can you imagine how much makeup he would have had the makeup artist put on his, or whoever does your makeup, Jim?
We have professionals. That's why it looks so great.
We got
on
professionals.
Air. Yeah.
We got professionals.
All right, buddy.
All right, Maddie.
Well, okay, guys.
Thanks.
Appreciate coming on, buddy.
See ya.
See ya,
Thanks,
Maddie.
Matt. And the big news is that he's going to stay part of the show.
Oh, my God. He's a good dude.
He is a good
I did
dude.
get excited whenever I saw that message on Twitter. I'm not going to lie to you. Call me weird, but I'm like, Maddie's getting. He wants to share pictures? Hell yeah.
No, you didn't really believe
No,
that,
I didn't, but I wanted to, Jimmy. I wanted to. That's all good.
You're what? He's a coworker now.
Yeah, I know.
Except we don't pay him
Exactly.
because he got more money than we'll ever see.
No doubt about it.
We help him build his brand.
That's what it is.
That's why he got this coaching job.
Listen, I went to Gersh when they made the announcement of the coaching changes, and I said, look, I know you have a list of things that you're looking for, but number one should be who Jim Hayes thinks will be fun to have around.
Yes.
And Holliday checks that box. So if you start with that box checked, that should be your guy. And he said, thanks for the input, Jim.
Thanks for the input, Jim.
And I think he got his marching orders right there.
Yeah.